two, you faded to play. Now, in the pixels and the lights, feel the thrill of the fights. The game's so intense, I need some defense. A victory allowed, so press start now.
Hello and welcome to the Too Faded to Play podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Eggs, and I'm here alongside my buddy Lsd.
What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody?
Well, this is the podcast where we drink a lot and talk about video games.
Yeah, we do drink a lot. Yeah, I've drunk a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, from what you told me, yes.
Oh, my liver. Yeah, oh, man, it's bad. Yeah.
So we'll take it easy today with some beer for golf.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. Beer for golf.
I like the artwork on it. It's a little mouse with golfing.
Yeah, it's cool. You got a little hat on. Who makes this?
Off Color Brewing.
Okay. Shout out to Off Color Brewing. We trying out your guys. Beer for golf.
It's supposedly like a Arnold Palmer, a lemon and tea.
Okay, I see that, yeah.
So,
With style beer with lemon and black tea added. 4.5.
So see how it is.
All right, let's go.
I definitely taste the lemon in there.
Hold on. I taste the tea.
I don't taste a whole lot of it though. If it's kind of
like
in
a splash. It's like a little bit. It's not bad. It's very mild, I think.
It almost tastes kind of like a sour.
Little small faint of sour. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
They cold. Going down. Yeah, go ahead. Shout out again, Off Color Brewery. You said this is probably a seasonal beer?
Yeah, it was in a section of seasonal / limited time drinks. So I don't know how long this one's available, but it is for the moment at least.
All right. Ain't bad. Other than that, what you been up to?
Well, I let myself get talked into a little, I guess, project in a way. Not really a project, but friend of the podcast, King Buns, and one of my other friends who I've talked about before, that guy Joe UK, he is a speedrunner. And he has 2 world records in games.
Really?
He has a world record in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Okay.
And the Xbox original Batman Begins video game.
Okay, that's cool.
So, jokingly one day, King Buns brought up the fact that his favorite PlayStation 2 game he played was Robots, a tie-in video game for the movie Robots that came out in 2005.
All right.
And he kind of joked with Joe that he should speedrun it. And Joe's like, I'll do it if, King Buns runs it with him. And Joe's like, I'm going to play it on the Xbox. And King Buns was like, yeah, I'll play it on GameCube. And then I was sitting there, I was in a call with them, and I was like, well, fuck, that leaves the PS2 open, so I guess I have to speedrun it on PS2.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing.
How you been doing?
On the leaderboards, the worldwide leaderboards, I'm currently 5th place.
5th?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Joe is killing it, though. He's number 2 right now.
Oh,
and
shit.
He's killing it. I don't know where King Buns is yet.
I don't think I could speed run the game. I overthink stuff.
I've never wanted to speed run because any game that I've enjoyed, I figure I would end up hating if I had to sit there and grind out one specific way of playing a game over and over and over again. In the case of Robots, I've never cared about this game much.
Okay.
So it's like if I were to speedrun Spyro, one of my favorite games, I feel like I'd end up hating the game. If I end up hating Robots, I don't care.
I've never played Robots before. I really don't even know what it looked like. I've known the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the movie several times, but the game, I never played the game.
It's kind of like like a 3D Mario game where you're running around, jumping on stuff, collecting things, going through levels and stuff. It's about a 5 to 6 hour game if you're just playing it. At the moment, I am 1 hour and 22 minutes to beat the game from beginning to end.
Oh.
So.
All right.
And whereas Joe is 1 hour and 7 minutes. World record is 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Okay. Well,
so.
Shit, good luck to you. Good luck to all three of you guys.
That's what I've been doing, just kind of grinding that out. I get home from work, edit the podcast, and then like try to do a run of the game, at least one.
Okay. Yeah, man. So found Zelda Wind Waker. Mm-hmm. I've been playing the shit out of Wind Waker.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot how fun that game was.
It's a fantastic game.
Oh man, like just the art of it is just like graphically is just kind of cartoony. Mm-hmm. Big head Link. It's a very fun game. It's addicting as hell.
Oh yeah.
It's a little glitchy. I noticed. When not necessarily glitchy, but like it will freeze. Mm-hmm. And once it freezes, it's stuck. You have to restart your game over. And if you didn't save, you're screwed.
That could be something with either the disc reader or the disc.
I'm assuming that it might be. The disc is okay. Mm-hmm. It does have a couple of scratches on it, but nothing that should hinder the gameplay. Mm-hmm. I probably can get it resurfaced once, and they'll take those scratches out.
Okay.
But, you know, I mean, it works fine and it plays well, but it happened to me twice. Mm-hmm. And one time it happened to me after I finished the boss. Mm. So right when you got the big heart, it froze and it locked up.
Okay.
And I didn't save the game because I was playing it for hours. So I was like, shit. So I had to go back and run that whole level over again.
Yeah.
Hey, I was tight about that.
Wind Waker's a great one though, and it's one of the ones where you playing it on GameCube.
Yeah.
And that's as far as like graphics go. I think games like Wind Waker hold up the best visually because of the art style. Like they're not trying to be realistic. They're not high detailed.
Yeah.
So when you blow it up onto new modern screens, it's just blocks of color basically.
Yeah, you know.
So it still looks good.
Yeah, it looks decent for for what I got. I also got a CRT TV. Mm-hmm. I haven't hooked it up yet because I don't have a place to put it. But once I find a place to put it, I'm gonna go and hook it up, and it has a DVD player in it. Which I wish it had a VCR and a DVD combo, but it had the DVD, so I was like, all right, cool, that's dope right there. I'll take it.
I was at the store that's just up the road that sells like books, video games, DVDs, and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was trying to find the 3 Blade movies because I'd only ever seen the first one. Okay. And I could only find 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
Yeah, I couldn't find 2.
You probably gotta go to that one spot across town we went to with the records. Mm-hmm. They probably do. Yeah. That one probably has it.
Because I wanted to see those Blade movies now.
I remember 1 and 2. I don't think I saw 3. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I think I only ever saw the first one because I don't remember seeing 2 or 3 at all. Yeah. And it's not. You can't find it anywhere online to stream. So.
Oh, I could find it.
Oh, you could find it.
We'll take care of that.
Okay.
We'll take care of that. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into our game. What the fuck did we play?
Child of Light.
Yeah, that's it. Child of Light for the PlayStation and Vita.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm gonna let you go because mine is short.
It's not what I expected.
Nothing what I expected either.
First, like 20 minutes of the game, I was like, "This is fun." Mm-hmm. And then you get into a battle, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh yeah. That's where I got off at. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
So, Child of Light is a 2D game where you play as a little girl who does eventually grow up to be like an adult, but you play at the beginning at least. You play as a little girl, and you're kind of running through this world. The art of it's beautiful.
Yeah, graphically it's awesome.
Game looks great. And you're just kind of side scrolling through this area, and you're solving little puzzles, and you're pulling boxes and jumping around areas. It's fun. And then you run into an enemy, and it turns into a turn-based combat game. Yep. A turn-based RPG.
Yep.
it just not great one at that.
No. No, it's bad.
It's got a weird timing system.
Yep.
That the bottom of the screen is a bar, and then there's icons for you, your any like co-op or any like party members you have, and then the enemies. And everybody's slowly moving across that bar. And then once it hits a certain point in that bar, you can attack. And there's interesting little things they do with it, like if you hit a part where it lets you choose an attack. It's kind of like the ATB system in Final Fantasy VII, but not as good. And you choose your attack, and then there's another bit of period of waiting, and then you finally attack. Within that, enemies can hit you and block your attack, basically, or you can hit enemies who are charging up to attack. You also get this little fairy thing that's flying around with you.
Yeah.
And it has the ability that you can hover it over top of one of the enemies, and you can slow down their movement, so it takes them longer to attack. And I see where they were going with it. I just didn't really like it.
I didn't like it either. Once I got into the first enemy, I'm like, okay, I got an enemy to fight, cool. And then once I saw it was turn-based and how slow it moved, and I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
This is at the bottom of my list. This is probably the worst game we've played, and that's saying for me.
Yeah, see, as far as like the actual game goes, I kind of have it with my opinions of it are kind of the same as like Wulong, where I look at it and I see how it's a good game. It's well built. It looks great. And if you want to play that battle system, cool. I'm sure you'll love this game. And I know people do like the game. It's just not a game for me.
No, my take of it, what I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be kind of like the Prince of Persia. You'll be able to attack as you go along. Mm-hmm. If you was able to attack while you walked, I think I would have liked it a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. But when they went to the battles, it was like every time you take a step, now you fighting something. Mm-hmm. I just didn't like it. I thought it was weak. Like the orb dude, yeah, he slows something down, but I'm like, are you going to do something else? Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe once you get further on and you could develop him a little better. But I didn't even play it long enough. I was like, this shit is stupid. I'm going back to Zelda.
Fair enough. The other thing that happens a little bit after the beginning is, and I think a detriment to the game, is you unlock the ability to fly, which then changes how all the puzzles work. Mm. And it becomes less puzzle and more explore high up in the trees to find a small path you can fly through. Right.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I said I'll probably never play this game again. But on the plus side, it holds its value. Mm-hmm. It's valuable. Yeah. So that's the only reason I have it, because it's valuable.
Like I said, I don't think it's a bad game. It's a well-made game. The art looks great. If you want to play this weird turn-based / Metroidvania puzzle solver, go for it.
There we go.
As a fan of turn-based games, it was too slow for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't even like turn-based games. Now I said this is slow. Mm-hmm. This is very slow.
So next game we're going to do, it's going to be a PlayStation 1 game, but we don't know exactly which game we want to play. So just right here, right now, I'll put it up on screen. That's the game we decided on.
All right, man. So since we going away from this, where you got it?
I'm gonna put it above Wulong, so second place. Like I said, they're kind of in the same spot for me of both games that I think are fine games. I just don't want to play them. Yeah. But I think I'd rather play Child of Light over Wulong just because it's less hassle.
Yeah. I think I'd rather play Wulong. Mm-hmm. But mine's up. And my last game is Pokemon. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather play Pokemon than that. So if I'm a turn-based, it's going to be something else. It ain't going to be that. Shit. But go ahead, sir.
So on Eggs' side, we have Nier Automata, Sphinx, Ys the Ark of Nepishtim, Skyrim, Super Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, Okami, Bayonetta, Forspoken, Returnal, Eiyuden Chronicles, Jet Set Radio, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Cathedral, Godfall, King of Route 66, Child of Light, Wulong. On LSD's side, we've got Returnal, Skyrim, Super Mario Wonder, Nier Automata, Forspoken, Bayonetta, Spider-Man 2, Sphinx, Ys the Ark of Nepishtim, Godfall, Okami, Eiyuden Chronicles, Cathedral, Jet Set Radio, King of Route 66, Wulong, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Child of Light.
Yes, sir. There we go. Cartridge Club, y'all. Getting longer. It's going to keep getting longer. You think we ever run out of games to play?
No, I think it'll hit a point where we'll be forced to do the more popular games, I think.
Yeah.
So eventually we're going to have to be like, here's a game that we know everybody's played. Like, I know we've done a few of them, like Skyrim, but
yeah,
it's going to hit a point where it's just like, yeah.
Or a bunch of weird ones.
Or we're just going to have to dive real deep.
Yo, super deep. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what we did today on our topic of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had to dive deep. And with this being a YouTube show, we kind of had to tread lightly on some of the things that we going to talk about.
Yep, I do want to give a warning to anyone listening. It's probably said in the title of the video, we're going to be talking about banned video games. And some games are banned for funny reasons or weird reasons, but some of these games are banned because they definitely deserve to be banned.
Oh, yeah.
And they go over some really bad topics.
Oh,
and they're just, it's very disturbing, kind of. So if you don't want to hear about that kind of stuff, then you might wait until the next episode of the podcast. Not everything we're talking about is bad, but there are a few that deal with some pretty heavy topics. I
mean, kinda, but it's like more. I really don't have any that's triggering on here. I mean,
I have one. I have
a
one
little bit, because we got to use these words nowadays. Trigger and people's feelings. And I'm old school, and I'm like, fuck your feelings, but
yeah.
But anyway, this one it was kind of crazy. I didn't even think it was a game, and I'm just really going to say the first part. Ethnic C. Well, the word's ethnic. The second word begins with the C.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Ethnic C.
That's one I've not heard about.
Oh, yeah. Game made in 2002.
That's that recent.
Yeah. And it's a first-person shooter.
Okay.
And it's produced by I don't even know if I can say it. It's produced by
Oh.
Yeah.
So how do we word a way around?
There's really no way to word about it unless you say
it's the main character from The Matrix. It's some bad people from the 1940s.
Well, we gonna say just basically people who don't like other people because of the color of their skin.
Yeah.
That's who it's produced by, which is crazy. And the other ill part was they released it on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And they said it was for $14.88. I guess there's some type of term around that.
Okay.
I don't know because I don't do a deep dive in that area.
Yeah.
So it's it's kind of fucked up. But from what I've seen, it's basically them going around to pretty much exterminate other people, which is fucked up. I just saw like a little gameplay of it, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is a game.
There's gameplay of it on YouTube?
It was kind of, it wasn't on YouTube, but it was like on something else.
Okay.
But YouTube wouldn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't seem like something YouTube would even allow.
No, but it's one of those other sites where it just plays whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So it's Ethnic C. I guess you have to be imaginative to figure out what the C part stand for. Yeah. But it's fucked up.
Yep. That's fucked up.
Yeah. But now, I bet you they'll sell at a rally.
Probably. Probably.
All right.
Little pop-up shop.
Yeah, a little pop-up shop. Hey, guys. Here's... Is there one coming there? That might be a good little hustle.
All right, so mine. This is a game called Lost Boy. It was a game that was kind of distributed over 4chan. It wasn't a fully official released game. So in a way, it's not been banned, but it's because it was never even set up to be released. It's blocked on many websites. Like if you try to find this game and try to download it, any website that you would like try to upload this to, they just stop you. So basically what it was a very simple game that would drop you into pretty much a dark, never-ending maze. And you would just try to find your way out of this maze. It's never-ending. It's not going to happen. But as you're walking around, it would start flashing jump scare pictures of you of real passed away people, children, demonic imagery, as in like taking part of rituals. And it would just start flashing all of this at your face as you're trying to walk around this maze to find your way out of it.
Oh, no.
That's not the worst part of it, though.
What?
Well, I mean, okay, it was kind of the worst part of it. It's terrible, but the other part of it was whoever made this game just loaded it with a virus. So the moment you downloaded this, you brought the virus onto the computer, and it would go through all of your shit. It would steal all your information.
Really?
It would also forcefully allow itself to have access to your webcam. So as the creator was sitting there, draining your bank account, they would literally send the people pictures of themselves from their webcams over their email.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And it would, just like automatically, like it found your email and it would just start taking pictures of you sitting at your computer over your webcam and just email those to you. Just spam your email folders with it while it went in the background, distracting you, stealing all of your fucking information.
What?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. So do not download Lost Boy. If you see it anywhere, do not download it because you'll be a
lose, boy.
Yeah.
You're gonna definitely lose, boy. Oh man, I'm almost done with this beer for golf.
And so we're about halfway through. We can jump into the second one.
We're gonna take a little break. And we're gonna talk about our liquor for the podcast. So, I've never even seen this before.
Yeah, see, I have kind of had this before, but not this brand. But it's something we've never had on the podcast. It is Japanese sake.
I do like sake.
So, I've only ever had sake once.
Really?
And I was 17, and it was my 17th birthday.
You weren't supposed to be drinking sake.
I wasn't supposed to. I didn't drink it myself. My it was my 17th birthday, and my grandmother took me to one of those hibachi places where they cook the food in front of you as like a birthday thing. And the guy takes out his bottle of sake, and he does the thing where he's like, "Open your mouth." And he came around to me, and I went, "No." And as I said no, he just squeezed it and shot it in my mouth.
Oh shit!
My grandmother was upset.
I bet she was.
I was like, "It ain't terrible." But yeah, some sake.
All right.
And I don't have like actual sake drinking glasses, so I just got out the shot glasses.
So we gonna shoot some sake.
I don't have to shoot it, but I think you're supposed to sip it, aren't you?
No, you're supposed to shoot sake. It's rice wine.
What's it say on the back there? I think it says it's supposed to be like, has to be 41 degrees Fahrenheit or hot.
Yeah, it do say that. Serve warm or chill.
That's just like the ideal sake drinking temperatures.
And then it says once open, you got to drink it in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. This little bottle will drink this bitch in an hour.
Oh yeah. That's why I went small bottle. I was like, because I'm not buying a whole. It's like wine. I'm not gonna finish a whole bottle of wine.
What's the name of this? Hanago?
Something like that.
I'm butchering it.
Yeah. It's got a cool picture of a koi fish.
Koi fish. Check it out. I'm doing some Shaki. Whatever.
So I kind of want to sip on it a little bit just to see what it tastes like, and then I'll probably shoot the rest of it.
All right. That shit tastes like water.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a wine.
You could tell. Oh, this.
But it's very smooth. And there's not a whole lot of strong flavor to it.
This shit too smooth. Mm-hmm. I drink that shit out the bottle.
I almost bought. They sell. It what's it called? It was like 1 cup sake, and it was just a little paper cup, about half the size of this bottle, and you just pulled the top and just shot it. It was just sake.
All right. Salud. Ooh.
That's super smooth.
Yeah, that ain't shit. I'll kill that in one sitting. Mm-hmm. Eating some rice. All right. Next one is the Guy Game.
The Guy Game. Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of the Guy Game?
I know about it, yeah.
Yeah, so released in 2004 is an adult video game that shows girls in bikinis. Mm-hmm. And so it was more like a questionnaire game, kind of like a trivia game. You mm-hmm. answer questions, you get your flashometer up. Once you get your flashometer up, it'll show a little sample of whatever the picture. Mm-hmm. So you had to keep answering questions to get the full picture. The problem was the girls in the picture wasn't of age.
Oh.
Son was there.
Yeah.
But son wasn't there. So,
alrighty, yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
See, the reason I know of the Guy Game is because there is on Twitch, there's a small list of banned games, mm-hmm. and the Guy Game is one of the games on the list. Mm-hmm. I kind of figured it just had to do with nudity, but I didn't know it was that kind of nudity. Yeah,
it was like more kind of like Girls Gone Wild type mm-hmm. of thing. They flash you or whatever. But the girl wasn't. She's there on spring break, but she's there with her fucking family, and she over there doing the most thing, and then she's like 15.
Damn.
So, yeah, be careful. But I also looked up the price because I was curious. Open $70. Sealed $160.
Okay. So it's keeping its value.
Yeah, it's valuable because I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of them, mm-hmm. and the ones that are around, I'm pretty sure nobody bought them.
Yeah, it probably got pulled from shelves real quick.
Yeah, so if you do have this game, you're winning, but just don't play it.
Just don't play
live. I think it was on the PlayStation 2.
What do Phantasy Star Online, FIFA 17, Gears of War 4, Mario Kart Tour, and Call of Duty Mobile all have in common?
Are they made by the same developer?
No. They are all banned in Belgium. Belgium.
Oh, man. King Bun's having a fit. I saw that comment you put in there. It wasn't our fault.
He might not be wrong, too, because we did lose a subscriber.
Damn.
Yeah, no, they're all banned in Belgium because they contain loot boxes.
Oh.
And that's against the law in Belgium. That's considered gambling.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can't have gambling in any of your video games there.
Really?
And kind of along that same line, Greece, they took it upon themselves to be a shining beacon in gaming, and they've just banned the entirety of EA games from being released in Greece because every single one of them has loot boxes, and they say it promotes gambling, which it does. Loot boxes are just fucking gambling.
Really?
Yeah, so they've banned the entire... EA cannot release a game in Greece.
So that all right, so you saying loot boxes, but if you playing Grand Theft Auto, there's a casino in there. So you can't play Grand Theft Auto because of the casino? Or just because of the loot box?
Well, I mean, that came out after Grand Theft Auto came out. The whole casino part.
Yeah.
And it depends on if it's with real money or if it's just like an in-game casino using in-game money.
Okay.
So if it's something like a loot box where you have to spend your real money to get a chance to win something out of this box,
right?
That's the gambling. But if it's like Pokemon, like the original first few Pokemon games have a casino in them, you go in there and you play the slot machines, but you're not spending your money. It's your in-game
only
currency.
If you're spending.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, well, no, because I would say Fortnite, because you spend real money on there, but you actually get what you're getting. It ain't no spin of the die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the loot boxes are the problem, which I agree with. I wish loot boxes would go the fuck away. If you want to make me spend money for something, just let me pay you the amount for that item.
Fuck that. I wish all that shit go away. And I wish that they would just make you grind out like the old times. But that's on the complaint episode. Yeah, that is. So this is banned, not complaint. We not about to start that again.
Because the problem is these kids these days don't want to sit around and play a game.
Goddamn
and grind out and work for it.
Damn kids. Ruin everything.
They just want to spend their parents' money to get things.
Right. Get a job. Oh, man. So, I never heard of this game. And I figured that you probably heard of it. Because this is actually fairly new. Hatred.
I think I've heard of it, but I think it sounds familiar.
Well, yeah, it's a PC game. Came out in 2015 about a guy who despises humanity. And his mission is to eliminate as many people as possible.
It sounds familiar.
From what I've read, they said this game has so much. It wasn't banned because of like sexual content. Said that the violence in the game is so extreme that they had to put an adult rating on it. Adult only rating on it. And it's like the third most violent video game to ever receive that, outside of the Manhunt. And it's another one. And I've never played Manhunt. I've seen it out while we do our crawls, but I don't own any of them. So
I played the first Manhunt a little bit. I had it digitally on PlayStation 3. But honestly, I didn't really care for it. It was just GTA? Sneaking behind. It wasn't even GTA. It was like you're in an alleyway sneaking behind somebody. It was like a stealth game more than anything of what I played it. And you like come up behind them and you just like throw a plastic bag over their head and then sit there for 5 minutes watching them choke somebody out. And it's like, this is boring.
Yeah, I did hear it's more like a stealthy type of game. But Hatred is, I think it's shot in like black and white.
Okay.
And they said I couldn't find a price on it because I think it's just digital only. So I don't even know how you can even get this game. I guess you got to, I don't even think Steam has something like that.
It might. See, I think, if I remember right, I think it came back out on Steam. And then people played it and just realized it was a very mediocre game.
Mediocre?
Yeah, they're like, it's kind of boring. It's a one-note game. Like, it's very violent, and then once you're past that initial, like, oh, this is a violent game, there's nothing more to it.
Damn, fuck it. Chop somebody's head off? Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
So China. They've got a lot of banned games. Very long list of banned games. Understandably. I wrote down 2 that were kind of interesting to me.
Okay.
One of them is Roblox. Roblox is banned in China.
I've heard that.
Because they said, quote, promotes anti-communist propaganda. And that made me laugh. But at the same time, China's probably better off without Roblox. Roblox is kind of just like a cesspool of awful people.
My sons play it. I can't get into it. I mean, it just looked like just something you get on there with your buddies and you just kind of just goof around.
I've played it before. It's basically a mini game making tool. Yeah. You can make your own like little games, and then you can put them up on there. The thing is you can actually make money from it.
Really?
And the problem comes in that adults are making some games, employing children to run those games, and then just not paying those children that they're employing.
Sounds like a win-win.
Yeah, it's good for your wallet, but the government's not very happy about that.
I'm in the wrong business.
The government tends to frown upon child labor, but...
I mean, is it really labor? They're already playing the game that they like, so I mean... I mean, you ain't making them build nothing, you just...
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I'm talking about, like, hammer nails and you outside in the hot sun, sweatshop, know. They're playing the game.
Yeah. The government kind of frowns upon it. Yeah. The other one, banned in China, that was interesting to me, is a more recent game. Very, very huge in 2021.
Ooh.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
For what?
Inside of the game, you are able to draw and design your own flags and t-shirts and stuff like that. The Chinese people were writing anti-government messages on their flags and their t-shirts and then just wandering around to other people's islands and throwing protests and stuff inside of Animal Crossing.
I mean...
So China just banned the game. It wasn't... Like, it came out, it released, it was popular, and then people started doing this, and then China just said, no, we're just cutting out the game.
Yeah, because that is wild over there. Custer's Revenge.
Oh, yeah, I know about that one.
You heard about that one? 1982 for the Atari. Yeah, it was an adult game for 1982. And, I mean, I saw the gameplay of it. It's real janky.
Yeah.
All it is just a guy running across the desert to get to a tied up Native American woman. And while he's running, they're shooting arrows at him.
Yeah.
So you have to get to the Native American woman and you have to spam the button as fast as you can for you to... I'm gonna let y'all use y'all imagination there. But yeah, it wasn't appropriate, I would say.
Yeah, very, very inappropriate on multiple levels.
Yeah, on multiple levels, but it did sell. And they are worth a lot of money.
Oh, I imagine so.
Like, just open $130.
Damn.
Yeah. Sealed in the pack, $275. So, I mean, I don't know how many that was let out there, but it's worth to have in the collection because it got some
value to it.
Yeah, it's just wild because you wouldn't think. Well, I guess at that time, 1982, the introduction of the VHS, the Betamax, and what made all that stuff kind of come to realization is porn. Mm-hmm. Like, went from reel to reel until they was like watching it in the movie theaters, and now you got it at home on your tape, and now it's so crazy. Now it's in your pocket on your phone.
Oh yeah.
So, of course they're gonna try to port it to video games. Mm-hmm. Just the problem was children was getting into it. Now I don't know how much detail it was. I mean, you're thinking of Atari, so it's probably
it was pixels, like and
it wasn't like you ain't seeing no titties and nothing like that. I mean, it was kind of like boxy or something.
Yeah, it was kind of like, because I've seen the gameplay, and it was one of those things where you have to know what's happening in the game to be able to somewhat visualize what the pixels are trying to show you.
Right.
And
I would like to have it just for the money.
I think it's one of those interesting pieces to have in a collection.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, there's this game. It's the banned game on Atari.
I don't even own an Atari. Mm-hmm. So you do.
I do, yeah.
But I don't. But that would be something that I'll probably find somewhere that the person don't know what they got, and they just got a box of games, and I'll just grab it.
Yeah.
And that's something like if you do find it, that person know what he got, and you gonna pay. Mm-hmm. So.
All right, I have 2 left.
Go ahead, run your 2.
Do we want to do the dark and messed up one first, and then save the funnier one for last to kind of...
dark and messed up always go first.
Okay. This one is a little more messed up, people. So right. Just so you know. Do you know what a Doom wad is?
Doom wad?
Yes.
No.
So, on PC, the original game of Doom and Doom 2, it is built into the game by the people at id that made the game to where you can insert what's known as a WAD file, and you can create your own maps, your own custom maps, and you can play them. And a lot of people have made some really crazy and cool maps. And there's a lot of them out there. There was one recently called My House that came out. It was a couple months back now, and it got really popular. WADs are really cool. It's a really cool way to kind of have a fan base play the game, and that's the reason Doom and Doom 2 on PC are still really popular. Mm-hmm. However, there's this infamous person that went by the name of Eric Harris. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that name?
Eric Harris?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I'm probably going to bleep parts of this out as much as I can, but just so you know, he was one of the 2 shooters in the Columbine shooting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He used to make Doom wads.
Really?
And apparently he made a bunch of them. You can still go on the website and download 99% of his wads and play them. Yeah, it's WADS. Except for one.
You said wad.
Wad. There is one that is banned.
What's that?
He called it Real Doom. It was a 1-for-1 recreation of his school. And the only reason we know about it is because it was listed in the FBI follow-up report of the whole situation.
What?
And that he would use it to practice.
What?
Yeah. Wow. And so the game itself isn't banned, but that has been removed, and I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I'm sure one person back in the day downloaded it.
Oh, somebody got it.
So it's on someone's PC. But as far as forums and stuff go, it's gone. Like, you cannot download it. It's gone.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah. So that was the fucked up one.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's pretty fucked up. The next one, a little more lighthearted. Sex Vexens from Space.
Oh, man. Okay.
It was a game from 1988.
Okay.
It came out for the Amiga.
Ooh.
The PC Amiga system.
Yeah, Amiga. I got an Amiga.
It was banned in the UK. It's available in America, so if you can find it, you can play it.
Oh, shit.
But it was banned in the UK, not necessarily for anything that was on it. Mm-hmm. But it would have been banned in the UK because of the sexual content. Mm-hmm. So instead of just running it through the system and trying to get the rating system and everything, mm-hmm. they just produced a bunch of copies and just started throwing them on store shelves.
Oh, shit.
And when the whatever the governing body of, like, you know, rating systems for TV shows and stuff in the UK is, found out about it, they started raiding stores and just pulling these games off the shelves and burning and crushing them. Oh, so there are people out there with a European copy, specifically a UK copy of this game, and I'm sure it goes for a lot of money because it's a very rare copy. I didn't know what this game was when I first read about it. Mm-hmm. So I looked it up.
Oh, shit.
Sex Vexens from Space is the first game in a trilogy of games.
Trilogy?
A trilogy.
Oh.
The summary of the game goes as such. You play as Brad Stallion, captain of the spaceship called Big Thruster. He was hired by the space government to take out a colony of cloned hypersexual women that raid planets to castrate women with their sex ray gun. It's your job to go to their planet and destroy the ray gun. It's like a point and click adventure game.
Oh no.
But I don't know. Brad Stallion.
That's a name for you. What's your name? Brad Stallion.
Yeah, and I looked it up. It's not on the stick.
Oh no. Yeah,
that stick has some Amiga games, but it's not on that stick.
Well, I got one that I did on my arcade, so it might be on there.
You can take a look, yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go through that. Yeah, I might try to play that. Mm-hmm. But it plays weird on the arcade because you got to use like keys, so I might hook a keyboard up to it. But if it's there, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I was curious, so I looked up that Custer's Revenge, and somebody has it on eBay, sealed, and they won $300.
Damn. Okay.
And it's factory sealed. So.
It's a pretty penny.
Yeah. That's something that you display that. That's a piece.
Yeah.
That's an art piece.
You that's one of the, like I said, just something for the collection to be like, look at this.
Yeah, this is what I have.
Don't play it. Just look at it.
Don't open it ever. But yeah, it's crazy. You know, we hear banned games, but you be like, what could be bad? Like, we have Grand Theft Auto. We got all these blood and gore games, but then, you know, I guess certain things will be kind of triggering, such as something like Columbine, school shooting or something like that. That's, you know, triggering. And I mean, there's a lot of games out there that, you know, somebody is distasteful, but at the same time, you don't have to buy it. Yeah. You know, like, you get some of these people, they buy these games and then they want to bitch about them. I'm like, well, you spent your money. Yeah. You know, and kids being kids, of course they're going to go to their buddy house because their buddy might have a cooler mom that lets them play all the fun games. Yeah. But this person over here is not allowed to play video games at all. And then you get all out of shape and then you want to complain about it. But I'm like, it's just like with anything. Like, if you don't like it, don't fucking look at it. Oh, yeah. Don't watch it or whatever. Stick to what you watch and just go about your day.
I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't talk about Grand Theft Auto with the whole hot coffee mod thing, because there was that short period of time where Grand Theft Auto was banned.
Yeah, man, I kind of wanted to stay off of like the most popular games. I kind of wanted to go like games like you never heard of, because there's a lot of like popular games out there they're not per se banned here in the United States, but they're banned like in other countries like the UK or New Zealand or Australia or something like that, or China, because of, like you said, propaganda or whatever. Yeah, nothing like that, but that sake got my chest feeling warm.
Does it?
Oh yeah, I'll finish that whole bottle.
Guess I'll get another shot of it at least.
Yeah, shit, we might as well go ahead and finish it off.
Well, you got anything else you want to add?
Actually, no, man, I ain't got nothing. We go ahead and close it out here. Hey, if you like what we did lose a follower. I saw that too. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
you're a traitor.
Traitor. Nah, I ain't. Hey, nah, you know what? We appreciate everybody who stuck with us this far. I mean, we try to keep it entertaining, try to keep it fresh. We also trying to keep new content coming on here. We're getting better. We still learning. You know, we still tinkering. We do make mistakes a lot, but we are trying to get better at this. So stick with us, man. We gonna get good.
Yep. So if you enjoyed the podcast, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow us on other places such as TikTok and Instagram. If you didn't like the podcast, leave a dislike, leave a mean comment. Let us know. It all helps in the algorithm. So
yeah, you know. Hey, I'm your boy, LSD.
Now I'm Eggs.
Peace.
See ya.